Let's talk Nico Iamaleava. I think I did that right. I was literally practicing before the show, so I hope I did. The former Tennessee Volunteer quarterback Nico Iamaleava and his potential move to UCLA might not be going as smoothly as some people thought. Okay, yeah, most people thought it wouldn't. Shocker, I know. Is Nico sticking with UCLA, or is this deal on shaky ground? We've got a lot to unpack with the latest reports, some intel from for myself, and some spicy details about the camp's moves, rumors from the past with his brother, Madden's history with UCLA, and even a rumored flirtation with, I said in the last segment, Ohio State. So settle in. Let's break it all down. First, let's set the stage. Nico Iamaleava, a highly touted quarterback from Long Beach, California, entered the transfer portal after a stint with Tennessee, where he reportedly was set to earn over $2 million per season through his NIL deals. But apparently that wasn't enough for Nico and his camp, as he possibly threatened to sit out the playoff game last year. Really terrible move. And then he was allegedly pushing for a $4 million deal with Tennessee's collective before he abruptly missed practice and eventually was basically told to kick rocks, which that's good with me. I probably do the same thing if a guy missed practice. Tennessee's head coach Josh Heupel made it clear last week that the Volunteers were moving forward without him, leaving Nico to explore new options. Nico is upset, or at least his camp is upset, and but Nico has been posting about it on Instagram quite a bit. Now the buzz is that UCLA is the front runner to land Nico, with multiple reports, including one from FS1's Colin Cowherd, suggested he's heading home to South California to become a Bruin. That didn't really seem like a report from him when I saw it, but people are taking it that way. So, but here's the kicker. Nothing is official yet. ESPN's Chris Lowe reported that UCLA is among the schools interested, but is content to sit tight while Nico weighs his options. I believe the deal will happen, but it's not 100% a done deal. Recruiting, especially in the transfer portal with NIL revenue, especially when it comes to the Iamaleavas, revenue sharing, agents, and admissions, is a complicated beast, and there are still hurdles to clear. So why the hesitation? Well, Nico's camp seems to be playing hardball a little bit. Again, shocker, I know. According to someone I know who is involved in Ohio State's NIL, it's not Brian Schottenstein, don't worry. Nico's camp has reached out to Ohio State, indicating they'd be willing to join the Buckeyes at a discounted rate. Now, I want to be clear. This is a third-party messenger kind of stuff, right? I haven't spoken directly to Ohio State staff. I haven't spoken directly to Nico's family or anybody in his camp, the agent. I haven't done that. But from what I've gathered, Ohio State doesn't seem particularly interested. There's a thought that Nico could add competition to Ohio State's quarterback room with Julian Sayin in the fall, and the Buckeyes could potentially have four quarterbacks on their roster, all costing them less than about $8 million combined. Four quarterbacks, more less than $8 million combined. That's a lot of talent for a relatively low price tag in today's NIL-driven world. But here's the thing. Nico and his family have a reputation for being less than trustworthy, right? So there's no guarantee that Ohio State chatter is anything more than just a leverage play to pressure UCLA into meeting their demands. Speaking of demands, Nico's camp is rumored to be pushing UCLA to bolster their wide receiver core through the transfer portal before he fully commits. They want assurance that Nico will have the weapons he needs to succeed at UCLA. This kind of seems like a reason that he wouldn't go there type of thing to me, but anyway, UCLA, on the other hand, is reportedly offering significantly less money than the $4 million Nico sought after to Tennessee. And this disconnect in expectations could be a sticking point, and it's one reason why some are skeptical the deal will actually go through. UCLA is trying to add one of the many Cal running backs that currently are in the transfer portal. I believe it was the one that got about 600 yards last year. I think he was their second string guy. But they hope this could make Nico's family, Nico's camp, his agent happy. but we'll see if that actually happens. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, Nico's family and their history with UCLA. Nico's younger brother, Madden Iamaleava, was committed to UCLA for about 7 months during his time in high school, and even rumored to have accepted money from the Bruins to stay locked in before he was even committed. But in a shocking move, Madden flipped to Arkansas on the first day of early signing day last December. The Iamaleava family, led by their father Nick, cited uncertainty about UCLA's offensive coordinator situation as the reason. Rumors were swirling that Eric Bieniemy would be the guy who Madden liked a lot, but he might be leaving, or he might not even get there. And with Deshaun Foster as a brand new head coach, Nick Iamaleava praised Arkansas's offensive coordinator Bobby Petrino as one of the best in the game and said the opportunity was too good to pass up, despite their love for UCLA's head coach, Deshaun Foster. But here's where it gets a little messy, right? Some reports suggest that Iamaleava's family explanation was just kind of a convenient excuse. There's a lingering bad taste at UCLA from Madden's flip, with rumors that the family's decision were heavily driven by money in deal making rather than really anything else of consequence on the field. The Los Angeles Times even ran a column by longtime sports writer Bill Plaschke, who didn't hold back calling Nico toxic on ESPN, right? He's on Around the Horn. He called him toxic on ESPN. Plaschke argued that Nico's demand to nearly double his money despite not winning a playoff game and his abrupt exit from Tennessee shows he's all about cash, not the team. He warned UCLA to steer clear, saying this kid is toxic. Harsh words, I think, for the kid when it seems to be more the camp doing this kind of stuff, but it's about the kid, so I get it, right? Like, it is what it is. Not everyone agrees with Plaschke's take, though. Former NBA player and analyst Greg Anthony pushed back, saying it's unfair to label Nico as toxic just for making a business decision. After all, the transfers are common in today's college football landscape, and players are navigating a new reality of NIL deals that can make or break their careers. While I appreciate Anthony's insight, I think most people would agree this is a situation you do not often see in the current landscape. Still, the criticism of Nico and his family is loud, and it's not just about him. The Iamaleava family history, Madden's flip, the rumors of deception, and now Nico's high-stake demands has some UCLA fans and insiders wary, as I am as well. So where does this all leave us? Well, Nico remains in the transfer portal with a do not contact label, which suggests he has a pretty good idea of where he's headed, and they want to control all types of communication. It's likely USC, but The Athletic reported that Nico's rumored top 3 schools were UCLA, Tulane, and North Carolina. Only UCLA is still in the mix here, and the others have moved on in different directions. But there's a risk for UCLA in waiting on Nico. Could they lose out on other quarterback prospects like the one they have on their roster, Joey Aguilar, right? While playing this waiting game, this waiting time with him might make sense. This could be worst case scenario for the Bruins, who are banking on Nico to be their guy. Tino Sunseri is good, but I don't know if he's that good that he can just have no Nico, no Joey, and have an okay season. It would be an awful way to start the season. But this is, I mean, if we're being honest, like, this is kind of what you get when you have a first-time head coach and a second-year head coach, first-year head coach in his second year, and a first-time offensive coordinator, his first time without the co-tag on it as well. As for what's next, your guess is as good as mine until something official drops. The Iamaleava family's track record, combined with Nico's bold moves in the portal, makes this saga far, far, far from over. Will Nico stick with UCLA and return to his SoCal roots, or will the deal fall apart, leaving him to scramble for another option? We'll even play college football next year. Who knows? One thing's for sure, the drama is real, and we'll be keeping a close eye on all of it. What do you think about the situation? Is Nico making a smart move, or is he and his family playing a dangerous game? You agree with Bill Plaschke? You think he's toxic? Let me know. Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's get the conversation going. Love spitting it back and forth with you guys on topics like this. If you enjoyed the deep dive, hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss any updates on this story or any other college football news, right? Particularly Big Ten football.